The next few videos that I'm going to be posting are from an old videotape starring and produced by my dad called Campfire Cooking Made Easy back in the late 80s. I'll be posting these videos one at a time, and this is next level campfire cooking. Okay, you go camping with your family or your friends and you whip out a couple of these recipes instead of roasting weenies, and I'm telling you, they will never ever forget it. So we're going to start off strong with campfire pot roast. Enjoy. All right, now we're going to have one of my favorite meals. In fact, I think it is my favorite meal. It's pot roast with mushroom gravy with a little hint of onion. We're going to have potatoes and carrots, mushrooms, onion, and it's all going to kind of mesh together and stew for about 2 hours. And I'll take you through the process. This is a Dutch oven meal, and what I like about it is I like to hunt, and it's about mid-afternoon right now, and this is normally when I'd put it on. And I can put it on, and just about time to go hunting. Well, I can be gone until dark, and when I come back, supper is ready. Generally, when I come back, I'm tired, and I don't want to get everything out and start opening everything up. Supper is ready, and there's a good feeling about being out there and knowing that this thing is cooking for me while I'm gone. Let me go through this here, and we'll show you how simple this is, but it is delicious. Here is I don't know, this is about a 4-pound roast. It's a chuck roast, and you can use Pike's Peak or sirloin or what have you. Generally figure on about a ½ pound per person, because we're going to have lots of other vegetables with it. First thing you do is you cover it with a little onion and garlic salt. Now this is my little combination of onion and garlic and a few other. And we'll just cover it up. Don't worry about kind of pat it in there. Don't worry about being sloppy with it, because it's all going to kind of cook in there. All right. Now, what we're going to do is brown the meat. I believe in brown meat. If you want kind of gray-looking meat, you need to go to the hospital, and that's where you're going to get gray meat. I like it brown. I think that's what brings out the flavor. We're going to put a little butter in here. Ooh, that's nice and hot. I like the way that sounds. And we're going to put this roast in here and brown it. And we've got some coals here. I'm going to rake just a few more in here. As we said before, why, this is where we generally do our slow cooking. And we build our main fire over here to supply our coals. We're going to brown this for a little while here. It's going to take a little while. We're going to brown it on both sides, and then we're going to get into the other ingredients. All right, that looks like it ought to be ready. Let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah. Now, that's what I'm talking about. A good brown texture. That right there really adds flavor to it. So it's worth the time. It only takes about 5 minutes. Okay. It looks like, yeah, we've got her brown on both sides. And that looks like it's about ready to go ahead with it. Looks like I could eat it right now the way it looks. But we're going to go ahead with the pot. This is dried onion soup. This is very versatile stuff. I use this on a lot of recipes. And it has all the right ingredients, spices and condiments that you really need. It keeps you from bringing a lot of spices. Just sprinkle that on top, like that. That'll really season that thing up. Okay. Now, we're going to put 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup. This also is seasoned just about right, where you don't have to bring a lot of other ingredients. All right. It makes a mushroom gravy that is enhanced with a little onion flavor that you won't believe. We put that in there, and then we'll put about a cup of water. Now you can put beef broth or chicken broth or wine or what have you, but water's a lot handier out here. Okay. Now all we need to do is put the lid back on, and we're going to replenish the top of the lid here. I better get some gloves on here. That's what they're for. Those coals are hot. We're going to replenish the lid here. This takes a little time, but this will, this little mixture right here, the meat with the mushroom soup and the dried onion soup, will cook about an hour. Just leave it alone for about an hour, and by that time these coals will have burned down, and the meat will be about 2/3 the way cooked. Then you come back after that, and we'll come back and put our vegetables on. Our potatoes, or carrots, or mushrooms, onion, in about an hour. All right. It's been a little over an hour, about an hour, since we put this pot roast on. So now we've been peeling and cutting these vegetables here, the onion, carrots, and potatoes. We're gonna put them all in there and let them cook for, about 45 minutes. Really, you can go a lot longer. Like I said before, what you do is you put all these vegetables in there, and then you go hunting or fishing or hiking or whatever you want to do, and don't worry about it, because your coals will burn down and to kind of a warm anyway. You're not going to burn this meal. So while you're fishing or hunting or whatever you're doing, you'll have a hot, warm meal waiting for you, but it won't be burned. And we're going to put in potatoes, carrots, onions, and mushrooms. Like I say, this has been, let's take this off a little. Oh my gosh, look at that little thing. Whew. This has been stewing in here for about an hour. It's about a 4-pound roast, and it's just bathed in this mushroom gravy. And I'm telling you what, it looks delicious, just like it is, but we're going to make sure it's even more delicious. Put some onions in here. All right, we're going to put a few carrots to give it a little flavor and a little color. And now we've got, just a box of mushrooms. Put them in here. Now all we have to do is put the lid back on. And what we want to do, get that lid just right. What we want to do is replenish the lid with coals, so that an hour, well, I'd say really about 45 minutes from now, that it will be ready. But you don't have to come back at that time. You can come back 2 hours from now, you can come back 3 hours, it'll still be warm, and you'll have a meal in one all ready for you. And it's a good thought while you're out there hunting or fishing, knowing that you got roast, potatoes, and vegetables waiting for you. All right. I'll tell you one thing. I may have not caught any fish. The whole time I was out there, I knew that I had this pot roast kind of bubbling and stewing the whole time I was gone. I knew it was going to be ready for me. It's been cooking really about 3 hours. You don't have to cook it, but about 1.5 hours, 2 hours. Oh my gosh. Now this is gonna be good. And I'm hungry. I've been working real hard trying to catch fish. Look at that now. That's a chuck roast. And that thing is just so tender you cut it with a fork. Here's a few potatoes. Oh boy, a couple of potatoes. And get me some carrots here and some mushrooms. You know, that's what I like about this. I'm gonna put a little onion right on top of that meat there. What I like about this is not only is it cooking while you're out there fishing or hunting or hiking or whatever you're doing, but it's a meal in one. And you come back and all you need is a spoon. Now, if y'all excuse me a little bit here, I'm gonna do me some eating. I'm telling you, look at that. That thing just, Oh, that's good. This is my favorite meal, I tell you. I'd rather eat this than anything else. It's easy too, and it cooks while you're gone. That's what I like about it.